Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Endzone World Apart. We were playing this like a week or two ago, but I had a little bit of a hiatus from doing sort of let's play, playthrough episodes, whatever you would like to call them, and I want to come back to this. This is one of the games though that I kind of played a little bit off channel, so either I played the save that we started on more or I've lost it. Regardless, we're going to start from scratch. However, we were, sort of talking through and overviewing it on the first video. So this might be a little bit faster and a little bit more focused in scope. I have some learnings from when I was playing it on my own term. One thing I was trying to get my head around, and the game refuses to let me do, is try and make as modular a sort of design as possible. There does seem to be some buildings that lend themselves to being anal about Roman roads and building in squares and shit. To give you an example, housing, shelter, right? This sort of seems to be the closest thing to like a unit build, because you can see here, it's actually the same width there and thereabouts, like that, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Anyway, it's never going to be perfect, but I'm allowed to aim for it because that's how it goes. Also, I think I can squeeze two cabins in the side here. Are they perfectly square? I think it is the same dimension either way. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll plonk them there and go dirt road. Let me build my road, please. Don't know why you gotta misbehave like that. Right, and I think you'll find if you put this like that, yeah, look at that, it's the same. But that's the best I came up with. I haven't played a lot recently, so put builders. Let's just do a split because the builders seem to haul as well, right? That's something else I noticed. So if you just have one builder, it's kind of not that great. So they're clearing the radiation. Now, another thing as well is like, do we build it flat, like lots of different industry, or kind of tall and focused? It's a bit tough to know. One thing we definitely know. Oh, the other thing as well, because I changed. Oh, there you go. Is it? You can change your limits, your resource limits. Resources. Production limits. See, the water one goes up to 9,000. 90,000 for some strange reason. Let's put it down to 5,000 so it's a bit closer to everything else. Because that messes with your bar up here. And you can have a bit more of a visual indicator of where you're kind of at. Anyway, let's build a B, C jetty. All right, let's build a jetty down here. And I believe the cistern has a range of operations. So we might actually just jam that there for the moment. All right, and we'll get some water carriers going. Probably couldn't hurt to max that out for the moment. Let's do that. Let's just do that. So we obviously want babies made in our houses. And I would like to build like an overflow, because the replacing dead people, it sounds a bit grim, but because this is how this allocates, you kind of need a float in the settler spot to replace people into jobs automatically, because that's what it does. So there's kind of something to be said for having like a shelter area like this where everyone lives, and trying to get to a place where you only have enough cabins that your population is kind of steady, so like all the cabins are full and the shelter's full as well. So like the shelter could act like a population extender in a way, right? Because if you have a house with all slots full, they have five all up, 3 kids and 2 parents, and eventually they'll age out and die, and then people will just make more babies and that sort of stuff. So the only other thing that you probably want to do is have like a retirement home And that's something I'm thinking about doing as well. The problem is that the shelter requires fabric, I believe, which we don't have immediately at the beginning. Anyway, so let's get a food situation going. Fishing hut seems kind of sensible, right? Like if we're already tapping the water, let's just plonk that there and we'll get a fisherman. See, one of the kids is already aged up there. So yeah, I'm assuming that the kids, well, what happens when they, see, okay, they had 5. That's interesting. So the kid aged up and then left home as an adult. Like, do we have family trees or anything like that? Probably not. That's interesting. Hang on. Like, not to be gross about it, but we can just create these, make these houses into bloody production machines. Presumably they're going to have another kid at some point. I'm assuming. Might keep an eye on that. Okay, well, actually, having a shelter for a float is probably a pretty big priority. So let's do that. Oh, okay, 3 is the fastest speed. I see, very good. Yeah, so this needs cloth, and for cloth we're going to need to do scrapping. Let's build a workshop. No, a scrapyard, which is not small. See, and it's a weird shape as well. Fucking triggering me, game. That'll do there. Yeah, I just want to see if they'll just keep smashing kids out until they get old, and then we have a retirement home, because you can make these dedicated for the infirm and the infertile, basically. And so as they age out, we kick them out of the house and we put young virile people in with their family. Scarlet, you're a bloody genius. Okay. So this should be scrapping automatically in that radius. We have a housing problem, but that's okay. And then what we need to do is build a recycler. Again, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to make this all fit together, but we'll put one there. One of the kids must have aged up there. See, there we go. Moved away. Yeah. I wonder if they will keep having kids or not. That's not apparent just yet. Okay, so all their kids have moved out and aged up. Oh look, and they had another kid. That's it. That's cool, that's what we were looking for. All right, I actually want this making cloth. Good, it's making cloth, that's cool. There we go, there we go. Perfect. And so you can see all settlers and old and infertile. Now, the time actually kind of goes along at a bit of a clip, like seasons and that sort of stuff. We're up to season 3. Let's just stick with this for the moment. What are we going to do? I wouldn't... I want to make more population, I really do. Housing. Yeah, let's make a housing sort of block. All right. What's going on there? Scrap. Can I prioritize that scrap pile? Not really. I mean, it's within the radius. They'll get to it, I suppose. Alright, we've got the refiner making cloth. Scrap collector, fisherman. Let's start trying to max out the fisherman. So what are we missing here? What's going on there? Wood. Okay, right. So, resources. Forester's Lodge. So we kind of need to reforest. Oh, look at that. That'll fit there. That's kind of cool. And what do you need? You need wood. I think we can give people manual tasking through the build menu. Task, gather wood. Right? So we'll just put that there for the moment. And that'll just give my my extra people something to do. Yeah, our food situation's not fantastic. And we've got a drought coming up. And that's half the fun, is working out how hard or fast or slow you have to go in the beginning. Alright, so they're getting the wood now. Okay, can I change that? I can move it? Okay. Yeah, food needs work. Is the drought actually on us yet? It's coming, but we're not in it yet. Alright. Cut down and reforest. Yep, sounds good. Let's up our fishing there, but that's going to get affected by the drought. So food. Gatherer's hut probably sounds sensible to me. Fuck. We're really bottlenecked by food. Hunting lodge. I'm not 100% sure where best to put this. What's going on here? Full storage for water? Oh, well, that's not a bad thing. We could probably walk back some of our water carriers, right? Let's put 2 back into the population. Might be able to get a balance. Yeah, so as much as we want to grow our population, we obviously want to have it as stable as possible too, so we can figure out how best to supply them. That's not good. Building produces contaminated resources. Ah, whatever. One bloody problem at a time, please, game. Okay, hunt. We're not capturing though. I don't know if there's value in that. Alright, we're banging out kids now. Okay, let's give them a chance to age up. We can get rid of this now that we've got a hunter. Sorry, a forester or whatever you want to call them. Okay, I think we're kind of okay for the moment. We've got our water reserve, right? Got our water carriers that might be struggling to keep the supply up. Let's go back to 4. So we want to keep that full as for when the drought comes. Food's starting to get away, which is good. Oh, we've got people aging up. Let's max out gatherers. Alright, I'm happy with how we're going so far. What we might do is build second shelter, but this one is for the sort of infirm. And then I'll be really happy to let my population just fill in around that. Oh look, we've got hardly anyone in here. Everyone else is living in houses. It's alright, keep banging out kids for me, please. Alright, settlers with no protective clothing. So that's something we're going to need to address. Technology, logistics, no. Community, resources it'll be. Tailor's shop. That'll do there. Not the neatest, but it's something. Alright, so that's full up with 4 water carriers. Okay. I'll just keep this 2-2. Seems to be working alright so far. I think that drought's coming. Landscape's starting to look a bit sad. Alright. Old and infertile. Done. Alright, so we've got a lot of kids. We've just got to give them a chance to age up. There goes our water. So... unprotected. Let's do this mission. What's going on here? Build a tailor's shop. Just done it. They want an activated carbon mask. Do I have coal at all? Let's just go with neck scarf. But I guess we'll have to do this mission. Charcoal kiln. Oh yeah, it's not ideal, but we can squeeze in here. Food supply's doing alright. We're halfway through the season and we haven't used all our water, so okay, I think that's worked out well. That's worked out well. Okay, so... there we go, so... we need someone... oh, I do have a charcoal burner, there we go. Let's make that activated carbon, so once we start earning charcoal, we're gonna be fine. I'll be able to do this mission in no time. Looks like they'll give me more masks if I build masks. It's a bit weird. Alright, here we go. Got some people aging up. Let's start filling rolls. The drought's about to finish. Could use some rainfall though. Fill the water up. There we go. Alright. We made it. Yeah, I think we did alright then. I haven't even started doing tech or anything like that. So what's going on here? I need cloth and I need charcoal. Okay, there we go. Now we're finally getting some charcoal there. They should be yep, there you go. I was going to say they should be starting it any second. Population's starting to age up finally. You getting any markers? I mean, we got radiation markers. I don't know what much I can do about that. Okay, cool. What I might actually do is just change it back to neck scarves, whatever. So I wouldn't mind having 3 tailors doing the 3 tiers, because if you mouse over here, you can see what you've got. Oh shit, we're gonna need tools soon. We don't have any tools. Workshop. Don't suppose I can squeeze it in there, no. So that's just used to do stuff, basically. We don't have any warning. You got to keep an eye out for warnings, like if we accidentally scrap. Look, we're starting to get through all the scrap, actually. In fact, we'll probably just move that now. Get rid of this tasks. Settlers came up with the idea of organising a festivity to be able to celebrate. Yeah, sure, why not? Water stored. Yeah, well that's fine, that'll probably happen anyway. Confidence mission. Hard liquor stored. Food stored. How do I get hard liquor? Scrap. Community. Decontamination posts. Food station. Shorten trips to the food intake. Okay. Technology. Is this something I need to research, perhaps? I don't... It's not going to be in water. Like a still or something like that. Kitchen. I have no idea how I get hard liquor. Scrap, refiner, workshop, herbal hut. Oh, pub, upgraded pub. Pub produces hard liquor. There we go. That'll do. You know, like a barman, pub keeper. There we go. There we go. So we're starting to fill up the kitty with people there. Oh, this house is empty. Probably because they got old and I stuck them in the old folks' home. Yep, your baby making days are over. What are we short on here? Wood, metal. Where is the recycler? We'll just pivot to metal for the moment. Settlers with no protective clothing. I'm making it. I'm making it as fast as they use it. Oh man, we might be struggling to get enough water. Tools. Yeah, I'm trying to build a tool shop, but I need metal. Okay. Well, that'll keep... Look at our food reserves. Our water reserves are a problem. Hang on, hang on. We probably need another cistern then. Honestly, we'll just plonk it here. Because that should give me 5 more carrier slots. We'll start filling that up. What does that need? Wood. What is my... Forest? I've only got 1 forester. Let's do it. Yeah, get me some tools. Metal tools produced. Alright, well, 1 thing at a time. Alright, so this is just producing hard liquor from what? Whatever. Hey, it's working. Oh fuck, those water supplies aren't looking great. Where's our bottleneck? Forester. Charcoal kiln. Has no wood. Right, okay. It's alright, we'll get there. There we go, that's getting built. Oh man, juggling the bottlenecks. And then we want to get to a point where we start sending people on expeditions. Probably want to think about increasing this float for my settlers, because people are going to start dying of old age or whatever, mishap. And the problem is that if it goes down to 0 and it can't backfill, then I'll have to start manually figuring out what jobs lose what spot, that sort of thing. Oh shit. Quickly, quickly. Oh no, I thought that was the drought kicking in immediately. Okay. We're gonna make metal tools. What are they made out of? Okay, so they use actual metal, so we'll just keep producing that for a moment. Just to complete this bloody mission. I only need to make 3. Dry out soon, we need some more water. Is that a water mission? Water produced, yeah, I'm producing. Oh, did I beat it? Looks like I did. Yeah, okay, so we've got max water carriers for the 2 cisterns. Can we get a reasonable amount stowed away? Jeez, looks like we're struggling to keep it up. Alright, just need that metal tool to finish and then we'll pivot back to Thingo. We probably want to build another recycler, to be honest. Because now we're building masks with cloth and tools with metal, so... So what's this one on? Metal. And we haven't even gotten to plastics, but I think we're doing alright. People are sad. Oh fuck, it's the apocalypse. Harden the fuck up, cunt. Really struggling to stay on top of the water situation. Alright, refiner. Cloth. We're creeping up to 600. Oh, it's not good. Low water reserves, no shit. 500, back down to it. But we might have to get another water thing. At least food's looking good, you know? Population's exploding. All these old pricks in here. Understood. Oh, you gave me a bunch of stuff. That's cool, thank you. See, okay, there, someone's died there. Can't take it out of the... Well, let's start taking it out of the food because we can handle that. In fact, honestly, the water is so critical. Let's keep our float at 3 for that. If we can. These people stop dying. Alright, might get back in front with the water. Cool, alright. At the moment, we've got a lot of bottlenecks. We really need to scale up our industry. But honestly, we've got a good method for our population blowing out. And honestly, beyond these sort of little... this housing block, I don't know if I want to build any more houses. Well, I mean, I guess once you run out of houses, they stop having kids. I think that's how it works. Like, I think it will actually bottleneck. So we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose you got to get your birth replacement value pretty close to even. So that as old people are dying, people are turning old and going into the retirement home. But, no, I suppose we've got to think about these things. Alright team, this is cool. I'm glad to be playing some more. Let me know if you want to hang out and watch me cover a bit more of this. Otherwise, I might just leave it there for the time being and I'll catch you guys on the next one.